Welcome into TuddyTalk. I am Devin.
I'm Gifford.
And we are here, week one, ready to get it for you. We have our power rankings, we have our waiver player rankings, we have our trade of the week because it's already been a wild one. We have our game of the week. We also have our game predictions. So, without further ado, welcome in. Here we go.
Here we go.
Number 12.
Starting off at number 12, we are predicting Tommy Ngo to lose the league this year and get punished.
Tommy Ngo. All right. I mean, just looking at it, you didn't have any good keepers. So Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor. Let's see. Jonathan was your guy. Bijan and Jonathan. That's going to be a really good running back duo. That's
Right.
great. But then you look at your wide receivers. Xavier Worthy, Jacoby Myers, not good. Kyle Pitts hasn't proven anything. Blue might be good, but it'll take a little bit. And then Reed as your two flexes, not going to do it. That's our 12th place team.
Number 11.
Who do you have as number 11?
At number 11, I have the man sitting next to me, right here.
I mean, you can't say anything wrong. I mean, this is where I deserve to be at this point. No first round pick. I mean, all the excuses are going to start coming out. Looking at, go ahead. What do you think? Why am I here?
With my opponent this week, Devin, he has some very notable wide receivers, but we don't know what Stafford's condition is going into the game. Joe Burrow is going to benefit T. Higgins, but when you're starting Cam Scatterboo in his first NFL game, I don't know if that's going to work well for you, buddy. So
I have big hopes, and I mean, hopefully, I don't even want to talk about it because there's going to be a lot of conversation about it throughout the season. You know what? I'm okay with 11th. I will prove you wrong. I will prove me wrong. I will prove everybody wrong.
Number 10.
Number 10, we have Scott, Omar himself. Jordan Love starting out right there. Don't love it. 12-man league. I think there are better quarterbacks than Jordan Love.
okay.
Bucky Irving, Omarion Hampton, unproven for Omarion. But Bucky, he was solid last year.
Yes.
1-2 punch, that's great. Drake London and Golden.
Drake's going to be a monster this year.
Drake is going to be fantastic. Golden has a lot of mouths to feed over there, so I don't know if you can trust him. But I do like him. The talent is there, that's for sure.
If he is good, the Jordan Love Golden stack is admirable.
It could be okay. It's no Chase and Burrow, but
No.
whatever. Ricky Pearsall and RJ Harvey over at your flexes. Ricky Pearsall is going to be great.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, we're talking him up because, I mean, alluding to something further on into the show, because RJ Harvey, I liked him in the draft. I think that he's going to be good.
They're talking him up. So, you know what, Scott? I think this is the best draft you've had in a couple of years, and I'm being genuine here. I think this is the best start you've had in a while. So,
yeah, it might look better if you had one more, like, really superstar wide receiver,
Right.
but I don't know. I can't say neither here nor there. And then
the guy who
finally,
plays for Los Angeles, right?
he would be perfect. I love that example.
Right.
That would be a really good one.
His name can't come to mind.
I do not remember. It's something like Kid or something. I don't know.
Honky.
Anyway, tight end, you have Evan Ingram. Solid. We'll see. Denver, I don't know if he's going to be okay or as good as he was on Jacksonville.
Number 9.
Number 9, we have Eric. Devin's Kryptonite. Change your name, man.
As he continues to poke at the commish here, Eric, your wide receiving core is excellent. Justin Jefferson. Who else?
Mike Evans. Calvin Ridley. Stephon Diggs. Turning back the clock this year. Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, and Stephon Diggs. What is that, the combined age of 100?
If this was 2018, league winner.
Shoot.
Now with...
But it's not. You also have George Kittle, who's also pretty up there.
Yeah. But with
Crazy.
Breece Hall and Jordan Mason as your two running backs, that is not a combination we want to see. And barring Aaron Jones falling off a cliff, which he might this year, that is not going to get it done in this league. But we give you number 9.
Number 9, I think, is perfect. Joe Burrow is going to be fantastic. Justin Jefferson. You started with some great keepers and then kind of took a nosedive, but that's neither here nor there.
Number 8.
We are moving on to number 8, Tatani. You were going right here.
Mm-hmm.
You were second last year. Now you are at our 8 spot.
Are we seeing a little bit of lingerings of consolation bracket to Tani here. A lot of
It's very possible. Super Bowl.
ETN, the man. A lot of picks to be desired.
I'm saying
to
Super
be-
Bowl hangover. That's what this is.
Wow.
I mean, you obviously CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle. Those are two very good wide receivers. They're going to be your guys. But then you got Saquon also going to be very good. Who knows if he's going to have that hangover from last year? He got 400 touches last year.
Right.
That's going to hurt anybody, even if you are Saquon Barkley. James Conner, he's getting older. I mean,
Takes a lot of
he's the
punishment.
Iron Man, though. You know, he just doesn't go downhill. Bo Nix, I mean, he came on last year. I think that he's better than Jordan Love. I'll say that much.
I agree.
And then your bench, whatever. We're not talking about that today. Yeah, Travis Etienne and Deebo Samuel. Hopefully Deebo can turn back the clock. I think that he'll be okay. But now that Terry has signed his contract, it's going to be a little bit less.
It's going to be a little bit less.
Week 1, he'll come out swinging, though, against the Giants.
He will. But Waddle's going to be an X factor on your team for sure.
I really liked Waddle. I'm really sad that you took him from me on that 3-person or 2-person turn at the end of the draft. I really wanted him there.
Number 7.
Moving on to number 7, we have Matt Gifford.
Me, I probably would have put myself lower before the big trade that we will get to later on in the episode. But I think I have a top 3 to 4 wide receiving core in this league. I think DK, Ladd, Marv is going to be a solid wide receiving core. My one running back is going to be
you
lacking.
didn't even mention AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Shit.
Sorry,
He
Mr.
was
AJ.
top 10 last year.
I'm having dementia, but
Crazy.
with my one running back being weak, I think Jameer will cover that slightly, and I think I have a solid stack with Herbert and Ladd. So I like my team. Another draft that I felt pretty confident in, so I'm excited to start the season off.
I do really like the team. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do more than just cover Aaron Jones. I think that he's going to be, like you said before we were talking before the podcast, Gibbs could be worthy of that number 1 or 2 spot in the draft next year.
I hope so.
He's absolutely worth it.
All Aaron old ass gotta do is jump on the lion and literally and just go for a ride, you know?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've never liked Aaron Jones. So,
Never.
Well, a couple years ago, I had to.
Number 6.
Anyway, moving on to number 6, we have Nate. Now,
Middle of the pack.
He wasn't at the draft this year. Unfortunate. Hopefully, he can come next year. I would like to get a whole house for everybody to.
We might make an
hang
episode
out.
about this. I don't know. We got big plans for next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, moving on to your team: Jalen Hurts, Josh Jacobs, James Cook, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore. Out of that, genuinely, if I made the power rankings just by myself, I would have probably dropped you below Tatani. I'm not a huge fan of Josh Jacobs or James Cook. They're both fine. They're both mediocre, but you don't have that superstar. And when I'm looking at your wide receivers, you don't have a superstar there either.
Damn.
You are middle of the road. I mean, you're 6. That's not bad. That's not good. It's whatever. Adams and DJ Moore, I'm just not fans of them.
You are very low on Devontae this year, like record-breakingly low on Devontae.
And again, that's my bias coming through. It happens every podcast. I have the other guy on the team, so I have to. I mean, I don't have to, but I do. That's just who I am, unfortunately.
And then you round out your team with Tony Pizza and
Tony
Juwan.
Pizza, he's going to be your MVP right there. That's your best running back on your team. Trust me, book it, write it down, send me a letter when you're done. Juwan Jennings, is he even playing week 1? I couldn't tell you.
I just had a fever dream with him last year. He had like a 3-touchdown, 250-yard game, and after that it was just
Against Seattle? This year?
He remember that big ass game he had last year?
Yeah. Anyway, number 6, whatever.
Number 5.
Number 5, we are looking at the last place last year who made a great trade and is now our number 5, Matt Apple.
Matt Apple. You sneaky team. I think we forgot your keepers this year because we were jeering you during the draft, but when you have CMC, Terry, Jaden to start off your team, I mean, it's pretty hard to fuck that up.
And that's not even mentioning BTJ.
Number 4.
After Apple, we are moving to number 4, and that is going to be Paris. Another person that did not show up to the draft, but Can I blame her? No. Whatever. It's fine. Again, you have the Lamar Jackson. Did she have Derrick Henry last year?
No, that was Eric's.
Excuse me. Well, now you have that stack. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Chuba Hubbard. Some solid ass running backs. I will say that much.
Yep, I really like Chuba. I like. We'll see.
Derrick.
We'll see how Tyreek goes this year. He had an off year last year, but he's coming into the season a little bit banged up. But
I'm not super hopeful for Tyreek Hill, but I mean he does get to start out at Indy in a dome. If he's going to blow up, it'll be this game. Zay Flowers. That's another Raven.
Wide receiver 1, but yeah, when they go on bye, I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, there's so many Ravens, and I guess if you're going to pick an offense, the Ravens aren't a bad one to go with. Then you got Brock Bowers, tight end 1 from last year.
Man, how can I just...
I'm personally on the Trey McBride train, so I can't really talk up Brock Bowers that much.
Brock is going to have a great season this year.
Tracy, I think, is going to drop off. He fumbled away his career. I'm sorry. He's going to lose his job to Cam Scatabo pretty quick. And, that's not my bias at all.
But you do have the Rookie of the Year.
Egbuka. You son of a bitch.
Very intriguing, pass-heavy offense. Baker is going to be looking his way a lot.
Another one that I really wanted. So you are deserving of that number 4 spot.
Number 3.
At number 3, we have Blockbusters, who's already going and making trades. Mr. Chris... Brock Purdy, Genty, Travion Henderson, a couple rookies at your running back position. If you're going to get some rookies, those are not bad ones to have.
No.
The first overall rookie, and then, 5th? Travion Henderson's going to be good.
Basically.
And then we look at your wide receivers, another superstar rookie in Ted McMillan.
Yep.
Jameson Williams is coming back. He's going to be great. And that's not even touching on your top 2, Mr. Nico Collins, the wide receiver 3 this year. Ooh, I think so. And
I think JSN is going to pop off this year also.
He'll be good.
Again, your luck is going to depend on your young guns. And if your young guns produce like they're supposed to, you have a chance of overthrowing your wife.
I think so. She said that she wants to keep the trophy in her house.
And that might happen, but not on her name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have 2 chances, so we'll see.
Number 2.
Moving on to number 2.
A person I'm very high on this year.
She had a fantastic draft. I'll tell her that much. She had a couple steals here and there that I was really upset about.
Yes.
I'm not huge on Malik Neighbors, but that's how it goes. Brittany, you are our number 2 team to start off the year.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton. DeAndre Swift, I wasn't super high on, but you know who was? Your opponent in week 1, Tatani. Super, super loves DeAndre Swift this year. So the guy that does football knows what he's talking about.
I'd never heard Ben Johnson's name mentioned more than at the draft this year.
Dude, I thought Tatani was about to get on the
Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson. I'm like, good Lord.
And then we'll look at your running backs real quick. Devon Achane, I think that he could be top 5 if he is healthy. But that is the thing that we are hoping for. We need to see it. They're playing Indianapolis, so hopefully that he can get started pretty quick. Yep. Baker Mayfield, I really, really like. Chase Brown, again, really, really like. This team is a juggernaut. And then Tyler Warren, the Indianapolis Colts rookie tight end, he could come out of nowhere. He could be really good.
I hope so.
If Daniels is good.
It's just really his quarterback play, but he has the same hype that Laporta and the kid from Buffalo had a couple years ago.
Dalton Kincaid?
Yeah, he has the same hype those two have. So
he is being talked about a lot. So we'll see.
Number 1.
Moving on, finally, our champion.
Surprise, surprise.
We got to put her here. She had fantastic keepers.
When you start off with Josh Allen,
Jamar Chase, and
Kyren, it is hard not to put you in number 1. Excellent draft. You stole Kamara.
Sammy, you are number 1 team.
Sam Laporta.
I'm not huge on Chris Olave or Jalen Warren. I think Caleb's going to take that job over there.
I hope so. Caleb's on my team.
And then George Pickens is another guy that I really, really wanted on that turn. The same one that Jaden Waddle went. I wanted either Pickens or Waddle. And of course, both of them got taken. So, here we are sitting with my bum-ass team. And now you have this stacked team. And, I mean, where do we go from there? I think Keon Coleman's going to bust out. I know we didn't talk about bench much, but on your bench, you have Keon Coleman. I think that he's going to be a great stack with Josh Allen.
We're going to have to really work hard to rip the trophy out of your fingers this year, and that's what we're aiming to do.
Yeah. All right. And that's what we have for our power rankings. Moving on. Next, we are going to talk about the waiver player of the week. Now, there were a few that I was looking at. I mean, Jalen Coker has been tossed around already, but I want to talk about Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon could be the running back one on Miami if Devon Achane goes down. Ollie Gordon was drafted by Scott. This is, again, alluding to a trade. Drafted by Scott, dropped by Scott, and then picked up for $1. This could be, I mean, what's his name? James Robinson? Yeah. This could be a James Robinson pick. $1 off the waivers for Tatani.
On top of that, since we're talking about Ollie here, Jalen Wright is officially injured for a couple weeks. So if Achane is as brittle as some people suspect he may be, Ollie Gordon will be running back one for a couple weeks this year.
I like the pickup, Tatani. Way to go.
Kudos to you.
I do have a feeling that Tatani's going to be on this segment quite a bit. If we did this last year, Tatani would have been on it constantly. It was ridiculous.
He's a freak when it comes to
boom,
this
boom,
stuff.
boom. I think he just stays up all night.
He was talking
Do you ever
about
sleep?
He was talking about 3 years ago Chase Brown, when Chase Brown was an absolute nobody, and I was like, who the fuck is Chase Brown?
He has come a long way from constellation brackets and magazines. I'll tell you that.
That's why your name is on the trophy.
Absolutely. Moving on. Next segment, trade of the week. Now, we've been talking a lot about this Scott Gifford trade, right? It was huge, blockbuster, monumental. Ladd McConkey went to Gifford for basically nothing.
And they must have not watched the pod, because who was my biggest stud of the year?
I intentionally did not drop that episode until after the draft. So you're welcome. Scott, I'm sorry. I saved your ass is what I'm saying.
Oh, honestly.
Anyway, I want to highlight the trade of the draft. CMC and a first, the 110 for the 101, who turned out to be Gibbs. So ultimately, that was between Apple and Gifford. I would say CMC, and it turned out to be Garrett Wilson
for Jahmyr Gibbs.
For Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, obviously, you were on one of the sides. What would you think?
I think it's a great trade. Apple was clearly higher on CMC than I was this year, and I hope he turns out well for you. I really do. I think Jahmyr is going to be the best running back in the league this year, and I just need to make that trade to jump up. I already had the 6th pick, low risk, high reward for me.
Absolutely. I think both of you made out pretty well. Personally, I'm not huge on your guy, Apple. I don't really like Garrett Wilson, but I mean, you could do worse. He's a superstar. He just doesn't have a superstar quarterback, which is what you want.
I do want to mention one sleeper trade. We did not mention Tommy and Chris's trade. Basically, Bijan for Ashton Jeanty. Pretty even trade, but that is a big trade in itself.
It is a big trade, and it just depends on who you like better.
Exactly.
And then for this one, it boosted Apple all the way from the bottom to number 5 in the power rankings. Right. So it was a good move for you. Good job. Moving on to the games. I'm going to start out with our game of the week, and that is going to be Paris versus Apple.
The 4 and the 5 seed in our rankings going head to head. Both teams are relatively healthy for the most part, and it's going to be a slugfest to see how the rankings are affected next week.
I mean, 2 of the highest projected teams right now. I mean, 114 for Apple, 119 for Paris. I mean, we just went over all the teams. We know who's on each team. I think that the running backs, I'll give it to Paris with Derrick Henry and Chuba Hubbard. McCaffrey and Pacheco are good, but they're not as good.
Yep.
Wide receivers easily goes to Apple.
Yeah.
BTJ, Devontae Smith, Terry, Garrett Wilson, compared to Tyreek and Zay Flowers, and then Egbuka.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I love Egbuka, but no.
Quarterback play.
Quarterback, Lamar versus Jaden. It's a toss-up there.
Yeah, possible toss-up, yeah.
Let's see. Jaden gets the Giants, though, and Lamar gets Buffalo. So, Apple, you are going to have a pretty, I would say, a sizable advantage there, personally.
I agree.
Overall, though, I went with Apple.
Me too. I think Apple is going to start off the season 1-0.
1-0 for Apple, coming from last place, already getting your first win. I'm so proud of you. Moving on, we're going to real quick just talk about us, okay? We are the next matchup, 96-106 right now, prediction.
Yeah.
And it's not looking good for me. Dak Prescott has to play against Philly, and then Herbert gets to play against Kansas City.
I've heard this story all too well. Devin against the ropes, and he pulls out the victory. This isn't the first time.
It happens, but, last. I mean, we'll see. Ken Bone, Ken Walker, Jahmyr Gibbs, Aaron Jones. Okay, I have Montgomery in this league? That shows how much I've paid attention to my team.
You do have my team this year.
I am not as high on my team this year, which, I mean, hence the 11 spot. I get it. That's fine. Whatever. Let's see. I like my receivers better, but, well, at this point, you have Ladd. That puts you over, unfortunately.
I mean, if your receivers are better, then I guess, I have no advantage because that's my high spot on my receivers.
Well, your running backs are better than mine. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going with me. It's the continuation of last year. Obviously, I'm going to go with me. Come on.
The Phoenix rising out of the ashes.
Bring that back already. It's week 1.
I am going with myself. I didn't trade up for nothing. I didn't trick Scott for nothing. So I am going to start out the season 1-0.
Damn. Okay. I like it. Moving on to Chris versus Nate. Here, Brock Purdy versus Jalen Hurts. I mean...
Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen, easy. It doesn't matter the opponent. Genty and Henderson versus Josh Jacobs and James Cook.
Toss-up.
That's a toss-up. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Wide receiver is easy for Chris.
I think Chris starts to pull away with the wide receivers, which gives them the edge, in my opinion, to win this matchup this week.
Yeah, I think the flexes also might go to Chris. Oh, geez. Looking at it objectively, I think Chris might win this one, but I'm going with my heart. Nate, you're winning week 1. 1-0, baby.
Nate's going to be 1-0 after Devin just shitted on his team for being at 6.
Come on.
Six supposed to be 8.
Go ahead. What is your X factor for this game?
David Njoku. Joe Flacco is going to start for the Cleveland Browns this year, and he's going to pepper David Njoku with targets. We've seen what David could do in a good stretch, and Joe's damn near 40, big arm, and he's got nothing to lose. They're the Browns. Throw that football.
I hope Joe Flacco just comes out and slings it.
Me too, yeah.
I like it when Joe Flacco just doesn't give it or give a fuck. Moving on. Brittany versus Tatani. Now, these are two pretty good teams. Oh, we gave Tatani 8. Never mind. I mean, that should pretty much tell you where we're at.
Whoop that trick. I think Brittany is going to win this week.
Straight up, Brittany's team is stacked. She could have been high. She could have been higher than 2. She could have been. I mean, she very well could have been.
I mean, if we're not glazing Sammy's keepers, Brittany can definitely be one this year. But she needs to walk that walk and talk that talk, and she needs to get on the board with a win first before we make that consideration.
I would love to put your name on that trophy. You know it. You just need those questionables to turn into healthies. HN and Neighbors are both questionable right now.
We also have to take into account, winning impressively matters. If you're in a close game and you're in a blowout game, that affects rankings. So
yeah, Tatani was blowing people out constantly.
He was, yes.
And, I mean, that's why he was constantly at the top. We would love to see that from you, Brittany. Moving on, next one is going to be, let's go Tommy and Sammy.
Tommy, what's the next game? What's the next game after Tommy and Sammy?
You're right. Sammy, you're winning that one. Scott versus Eric. Scott and Eric. Let's see. Jordan Love, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Bucky and Omarion versus Breece Hall and Jordan Mason.
I think Omarion and Bucky win that one. For
easy.
Sure. The
Scott
Winter Soldier and hip R&B legend. Are you kidding me?
Moving to Drake London and Golden versus Jefferson and Evans.
Oh, I mean that's definitely a lopsided.
You think it's lopsided?
Man, Jettas and Mike.
Yeah, I guess so. Drake London's great, but he's not Jetta.
We don't know about Golden Showers.
I'll give you one, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Tight end easy for Eric. Evan Ingram or George Kittle. Kittle is going to be fantastic against Seattle. We can't stop jack shit.
Never.
Flexes though. Let's see. Pearsall and Harvey versus Ridley and Diggs. Ridley's going to be locked up. PS2. And then Diggs plays the Raiders, which, could be good.
Well,
I'm looking forward to Drake May.
Diggs is coming off a torn ACL, so we'll just have to see how he reacts.
You're right. He's a vet, though. I think, he doesn't have to have super big plays. I think that he can get peppered with targets. We'll see.
All in all, I think Scott edges this one out.
I can see Scott edging.
There's a lot of questionables on your team, Eric, and that concerns me a little bit.
Although you are projected for a 10-point win,
yes.
I am going with the upset.
Upset of the week.
Yeah, upset of the week. Scott, you're going to take this one. Finally, we are moving on to our weekly competitions. And this week, of course, like every year, it is Hot Start. The team with the highest overall score. Good luck to everybody. I love you. I will see you next week. I'm Devin.
I'm Gifford.
Goodbye.